Samanamayang Maharaj Dhammarajassa Savaka Taveva Anukampaya Jambudipa Idhagatati. Dear friends, today I would like to speak on the poson full moon Oya day. This date is very important to all the Sri Lankan people because of the Venerable Arahant Mahinda Thera brought Buddhism to Sri Lanka on poson full moon Poya day. That is why this date is very important to all of us. Actually, that incident is a very rare thing. Emperor Asoka sent Dhamma Dutas or Dhamma messengers to 9 countries after the Third Council. As a result of sending Dhamma messengers to those countries, Venerable Mahinda Thera reached to Sri Lanka with a group of 7, including monks and lay people who have attained higher spiritual progress. After coming here, he addressed the king who was wandering in the Mihintala forest to kill deers. He was a hunter. He was planning to hunt many deers as a joy, as a play. While he was running in that forest, he heard a noise or voice of the king, voice of the Venerable Arahant Mahinda Thera. That voice is included the verse as I recited in the beginning. Samanamayang Maharaj Dhammarajassa Savaka Taveva Anukampaya Jambudipa Idhagata. O king, we are the Dhamma messengers who came from India, Jambudipa. Taveva Anukampaya, it means we came to support you. After hearing this voice, this verse, the king Devanampitisa stopped and reached to Venerable Arahant Mahinda and discussed about his arrival. Then Venerable Arahant Mahinda Thero said, I am a messenger of Emperor Asoka, son of Emperor Asoka. I came here to give Dhamma message. After many discussions, King Devanampitisa accepted this Dhamma, and he invited to the monks to come to the palace and also royal garden. After reaching to the royal palace, Venerable Mahinda Thera preached furthermore to the king and other persons, royal persons in the palace. When the time being, thousands of people accepted this great doctrine. All the citizens were ready to accept this great doctrine with the influence of King Devanampitisa. King Devanampitisa highly respected to the monks, and also he highly accepted the doctrine of the Buddha, then the other people also were ready to accept it, because it is teaching the peace and calm in the life, and also the progress of here and hereafter lives. It teaches us great concepts, especially doing good things is a reason to attaining good results. If we do good things, we will attain good results. This is the nature of this phenomenon, things in the world. We have to consider it very well. Yadisang vapate bijang tadisang harate palang. Whatever we sow, we will reach, we will reap the same results. We do good things as much as possible because we know it produces good results. We don't do bad things. Even bad thoughts will produce bad results. If we are working always with good thoughts, the natural phenomena will understand how this person is having a good thought. We also have to support as a result of having the support of invisible things such as universal power and also other gods, and also will wishes, well beings. We can we can reach to the progress of our life. Then I would like to say, as a result of the gaining Buddhism, Sri Lankan people got many things. We are now in a developed position. Our economy is okay. We can live with the agriculture. We can live doing many jobs, though we had some bad influences of the politicians in last few months. Actually, we have good soil. We can plant anything on this earth, Sri Lankan ground. We have water, enough water, always raining, and the water is enough to do agricultural activities. If the people are courageous, they can live farming, and also we have good environment. Climate is okay, semi-climate. In all sides we can see the green environment. So there is no dry places in this region. I have understood that the people are little bit lazy. That is why they are not gaining enough fruits of those activities. We have to work hard. We have to follow the Buddhism. We have to support others. Then we can live together peacefully. Venerable Arahant Mahinda Thera brought to Sri Lanka not only Buddhism, he brought architecture and also good concepts of political concepts based on the righteousness as taught by the Buddha, and also literature. Venerable Mahinda Thero brought the language of Pali and also the literature to Sri Lanka. There's cultural progress in Sri Lanka in this moment. The base is Buddhism, which was brought by the Venerable Arahant Mahinda Thero. There are lots of teachings for the progress of day-to-day life of our people given in many suttas. The Thera gave many discourses regarding the positive thoughts and good activities, and also the karma, and also the bad influences of the invisible things. All those things taught in many suttas in the beginning, such as Bala Pandita, Vimana Vattu, Peta Vattu, Chulla Hatti Padopama, and so on. In those suttas it is explained the wisdom and also the results of good activities and the way of lifestyle, how to live. In Bala Pandita Sutta it is explained we have to recognize the bad person in the beginning. Sometimes we can't recognize bad persons in the beginning. At the end we recognize them. Then we are in a bad position when we recognize that person. He has cheated us, he has stolen our things, or he has done wrong things against us. However, in Buddhism it is given advices to recognize persons in the beginning. According to his words and activities, we have to understand the persons. You know, in this society there are some people, they don't have good thoughts, always they are having negative thoughts or bad thoughts towards the persons in this world. Some people think bad thing as good and wrong thing as correct. They are having such kind of thoughts bad because of the bad luck or bad results of their previous births. They are having wrong views by birth, wrong views. They can't recognize the good thing. Buddha said the wrong views are producing bad results. As a result of miccha ditthi or wrong view, they will go to the hell. They will get animal births in this birth cycle, and also they will get births in very sorrowful places. If we practice wrong things, as a result of that practice we reach to the animal world or hungry ghost world. If we practice good things, we reach to the heaven or good births such as Brahma world or human world, including heaven. If we practice the generosity, we get the good results as soon as possible in this birth or in next births. If we practice good activities, such kind of activities, generosity and compassion in action and so on, they will get good results in this birth and also next births. We have to consider these things with the teachings of Buddha. Buddha taught humanity and also meritorious activities such as dasa kusala kamma, including dana sila and so on. We have to cultivate good thoughts in our minds. Then other people will support you and prefer you. You will become a famous person because you are practicing good thoughts, good activities and good things. If we practice wrong things, bad things, people will criticize you, will blame you, and they will neglect you. Sometimes with the power or with the money, wealth, you will shine few years or few days, few months, but at the end you will suffer. You will be neglected by others. If you lose your power, no one will respect you because using your power, you have done wrong things. You have done wrong things. Then people at once understand. People understand who you are, seeing your activities. Some people can recognize you as a good person without considering activities or words. At once they recognize you after seeing you. Behavior of you. Thinking these things, we have to work well. This is the teaching of Buddha. Live peacefully and look inside. You have to meditate. You have to think about this birth cycle. We are getting birth in this birth cycle again and again. So we can reach to a correct or good place following good activities in this birth cycle. Recognizing these things, you have to work in future. You have done wrong things in past, don't worry about that, knowing or unknowingly. Now you know. Hearing these words, you can understand what to do from today. You cultivate good thoughts and do good things, follow good activities, then you will get a good place. Thank you very much. Bless of Triple Gems. May you all attain Nibbana with remembering the arrival of Venerable Arahant Mahinda Thera this full moon day. I would like to give message, let the human beings live peacefully, don't disturb them, let them to believe their own beliefs, and also let them follow their own religions, don't disturb them, don't criticize them, let them live peacefully as their own ethnic rituals, ethnic conditions, because some people are doing wrong things against those people who are practicing different religions or who are having different ethnics, different kind of political concepts. Let them assume their own views. One day they will understand the reality. Don't disturb to any other persons because it is very harmful. Thank you very much.